Steve Evans, a difficult 70 minutes of that game, but then it was a chaotic last 20.
Yeah, if it's played at the bottom of my garden, I'd have shot the curtains. That's a great saying by Bill Shankly. But I think we made the changes, and when we made the changes, we instantly become a team on the front foot. We instantly had more options, we had more range about us. Brilliant pass with Harvey, great finish with Reedy. You know, and we're the dominant side. We've got to deal with a counter-attack against a direct style and the big boy Pisa, who causes people a problem. But it's just the worst decision with 8 minutes to go that one can imagine, to give a penalty. But it's not the first time this referee's done to us. He's done it again to us. I've already spoke to somebody senior in refereeing in the tunnel who just said quite simply it's not a penalty. And but we'll get nothing other than an apology. I wanted to go to Port Vale week on Tuesday, but you know, I think if anything we've done enough to go through, despite being at our best. But there's no way we shouldn't be going through on the basis of such a bad decision. It's just horrendous. But I'll go and speak to him and I'll get his normal rubbish that I normally get from him.
We said it in commentary, it just looked like a clean challenge. The ball's gone out of play. And I haven't spoken to anybody who thought that it was worthy of a penalty.
No, two of their players said to me in the tunnel, I know two of the players really, really well. And both said it's just not a penalty. Simply not a penalty. TVC, Van Kooten wins the ball very, very clearly. And it actually ricochets off it. Pison goes out for a goal kick, and referee comes from nowhere, doesn't he? Seems to take an age to make his decision. You know, I think maybe in the back of his head, as soon as the ball went in the box, he was going to give a penalty. That's how it felt. A number of his decisions today were bordering on, is it us? Bordering on that, it's your thought process. But you know, we're still in it. We'll go to Port Vale, and you know, we'll do our best to try and go through in the competition, but really we should be through and resting next midweek. But we've got one focus now, and our only focus now is Burton Albion next Saturday. We forget about the FA Cup till we leave the Midlands.
Over 2 games though, they've proven really stubborn, haven't they, against you, and very difficult to break down.
Yeah, listen, they're a decent side. They're budget dwarfs us. They're a decent side. You know, they sacked a manager who's a good guy and he's proven he's worth it to doing it at Cheltenham, but they sacked him because of the expectations with Carroll on the board and Dave Flitcroft are really high because of the expense of the team. So they've got some really good players. And they are difficult opponents at any time. You know, they must look at our league position, look where they are, and think, with our investment, we should be there. But it's not always a bit, I've always said it's not always a bit resources and what you spend. Forgetting that, they are a real difficult opponent, but we should beat them today. You know, it's not a dive. I can't say it's a dive. It's not simulation. Big fella's an honest kid. But the referee is just, once again, been our downfall. And the fact that somebody here from the AFL today, who's very quickly in the tunnel to calm matters and say, listen, simply, it's not a penalty, bad decision. But I'll go and ask him, and he probably, despite that, despite video and despite everything else, I think he's made a good decision.
Main thing is you're still in there.
Yeah, listen, we're still there. We'll go there, it'll be really tough. It's always tough to go to Port Vale at any time, doesn't matter whether it's a league game or FA Cup. But it won't be easy for them either. You know, it'll be on the night. Did we do enough to win today? Yes. Was it marginal? Yes. Were we far from our best? Yes. A lot of yeses. But I think when we made the changes, were we far better? Yes. And did some players who started the game perhaps not be at the levels where they need to be to win any game? Then that's a clear yes. But we've seen it in Friday's training session. We've seen it on Saturday in the warm up today for the game. The staff were saying to the players it's not been our normal standards, and when you start a game like that, it's very difficult then to raise it. And the only way we were able to raise it was bringing youth and energy on. Young Harrison, you know, young Harvey, young Aaron. We suddenly had an energy about ourselves that we lacked for 65 minutes.
Just quick talk about Harvey White there. Is he starting to prove to you that he's a Stevenage player now?
Well, he is a Stevenage player, but he's very much, we said it before, like Jake Foster-Caskey. You know, if we didn't think highly of Harvey when we come onto the pitch today at a key stage in an FA Cup tie. But he's got that Caskey class, and he can pass the ball. His ball for the goal is outstanding, his ball for the goal. And his contribution, other than that. But he has to do that on a real consistent basis to get into the starting team.